Obesity is a disorder where one gains excessive body fat. In order to prevent this, one must stay fit simply by engaging in physical activities and eating healthy. Some physical activities are running, walking, going to the gym, etc. Some healthy eating methods can be changing your plate to more fruit and vegetables, not eating fast food as much, and balancing out how many calories you consume.
I worked out this weekend.
I lifted. And I ate my vegetables.
Many people in the world are overweight. People are mainly overweight because of eating fried food like chicken, fries, and etc. Also because of fast food restaurants. Many people eat at fast food restaurants because they're too lazy to cook or make them something to eat. The main causes of obesity are eating way too much and your body can't handle it, or not doing physical activity, and that people are too lazy to do what they need to do. Instead, they do the opposite of what they need to do. When you eat the food your body consumes that weight, and to lose that weight, you have to exercise. When you lay or sit down after you eat, that food you consume becomes extra weight. To avoid gaining weight, you should at least exercise once or twice a day for about 25 minutes. To avoid being obesity, we should eat vegetables, fruits, exercise about 25 minutes, and consume a certain amount of calories a day.
So today we will be interviewing Mr. Hazinski and his thoughts on obesity. So hello, Mr. Hazinski. This is the first question. How does obesity affect somebody's health?
It affects their overall health. Heart rate goes up. Your risk to certain diseases increases, like heart attacks and stroke and all that.
Okay, and then the second question is, how can you prevent obesity?
Just being informed, like being careful about what you eat, and your lifestyle will certainly help out too. So good, lots of exercise, drinking lots of water, things like that.
And the last question is, what are some steps you would recommend to break unhealthy habits that can lead to obesity?
Being consistent. First starting out easy. Give yourself a couple of really easy goals that are measurable, attainable, all within a short period of time. And then once you develop some better habits, some good discipline, then that's when you start increasing your goals a little bit.
And that's it. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Obesity is a major public health that is a challenge. In an article, it says each year obesity contributes to an estimated 112,000 preventable deaths. Adults are at risk of many different serious health issues like blood pressure, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes. Some complications are coronary heart disease, strokes, gallbladder disease, sleep apnea, and respiratory problems, as well as endometrial, breast, prostate, and colon cancers. In recent decades, obesity has increased dramatically in the United States, tripling among children and doubling among adults. People are eating out more often because good tasting and inexpensive foods are more widely available. These foods that make people gain weight are getting more and more advertised, and people tend to crave them more. Since 1980, obesity has tripled, and more Americans have diabetes due to the number of fast food restaurants that are made today. Years ago, many people weren't obese because they didn't have as many options as the people do now. Approximately 8% of the adults have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a disease that increases the risks of cardiovascular disease, strokes, kidney diseases, and blindness. The rate of type 2 diabetes has increased in children. More than 75% of children have type 2 diabetes, which can lead to obesity. Obesity is increasing more and more as time passes.
Finna go to class. I know finals coming up and everything. Girl, I didn't hear a lot about obese, so I was thinking maybe we should do a few exercises so we don't be that. I'm right. I'm down. Okay, teamwork makes the dream work. Come, girl. Okay, let's start with doing 3 jumping jacks. 3? Yes, I'll do 3. Okay, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe we should do some running now. Okay. Should
physical activity is very good.
Teamwork makes the dream.
Obesity is usually self-diagnosable, but then again, this disorder causes day-to-day problems. The way someone can check their obesity is by their BMI, which is your Body Mass Index score scale. The normal weight is 18.5 to 24.9. The overweight is 25 to 25.9. And the obesity weight is 30 or higher. Some of these problems are breathlessness, increased sweating, snoring, inability to participate in any physical activity, feeling very drowsy, back and joint pains, difficulty breathing, low confidence and self-esteem, and the feeling of isolation. Obesity is a risk factor for many things. It can impact your life expectancy as well. The symptoms of obesity can affect you both physically and mentally. You can also get high blood pressure and high cholesterol levels, which can also lead to coronary heart disease, which can also lead to a higher chance of a heart attack, or you can have a stroke, which can cause a significant impact on somebody. The effects of obesity are associated with a wide range of physical, mental, and emotional issues. The majority of evidence suggests that obese individuals are at increased risk for problems such as chronic pain, especially in the joints and back, digestive problems, some forms of cancer, especially breast cancer, colon cancer, and endometrial cancer, gynecological problems, heart disease, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea, diabetes, and ulcers. Due to all these medical conditions that can be caused from obesity, the effects on society can be a bit effective. It is also effective in the way when it comes to medical spending because bills go up higher due to people being in need of medications to help their disorders from being obese. In the United States, there are about 2/3 of people who are now overweight or have problems that are similar with obesity. Throughout the years, the percentage of obesity has risen, which is due to the fast food restaurants being made and people's habits and getting lazier by day. As said before, a person can prevent themselves from getting obese by changing the way they eat and managing a better lifestyle.
Hello, today we will be interviewing Ms. Edmonds. The first question is, how does obesity affect someone's health?
Obesity affects a person's health because it could lead to other diseases like hypertension and heart disease.
The second,
And it could affect their ability to move and exercise and maintain a normal lifestyle, active lifestyle.
Okay, good. The second question is, how can you prevent obesity?
You can prevent obesity by changing your lifestyle. You can change your diet, maybe have less sugary drinks, eat more fruits and vegetables, avoid carbohydrates, avoid eating too late, smaller meal portions.
Okay. The third question is, what are some steps you would recommend to break unhealthy habits that can lead to obesity?
So just trying to be consistent. Maybe instead of going out to eat, you pack your lunch. You go to the gym, maybe starting off 1 day a week and try to increase it up to 2 or 3 days a week. And maybe finding a partner who is going to motivate you to help you as you exercise and try to change your lifestyle.
Okay, thank you for your time, Ms. Evans. To conclude our topic about obesity, many people today are more obese than people were back then. Today, more people have an excuse to be more obese due to how America has made everything easy for people. Fast food restaurants are everywhere, and this causes people to become more dependent on food, which contains a lot of calories. There are choices such as physical activity to stay healthy. However, many people will rather eat junk food and be lazy. Obesity is something that one has control over and has to determine.
Right here. One green. Are you not gonna?
If you would give me one more yellow instead of a green, but